Thank you, Britta. Very modestly, I would try to introduce you with what we trying to think as innovative mediation concept, but you will see there's a question mark at the end of the title because we're still wondering and it's still a work in process. So first I would like to introduce you to the Musée de Picardie. So this is what the Musée de Picardie is going to look like, hopefully, in 2 years from now. So on the upper picture you will see the historical building, which is a 19th century building that is going under a renovation process right now, and the lower image shows you the extension building we are currently erecting for everything that publics already expecting for museums. So this is what is going to be, but right now this is reality. So we are really close to the public, as Britta said, and we are trying to develop outdoors activities. Also, we're already thinking about reopening and the activities we will plan for reopening. And so, smARTplaces was a good opportunity for us to really to rethink our way of working with public and to also implement changes in the way mediation is working. So please let me introduce you the small cabinets of curiosity device. So this is what it actually looks like. This one is a picture made of one of the small cabinets that is actually implemented in the school, roughly 30-minute driving from Amiens, in the neighborhood from Amiens. And so this is a display that enables the museum to offer small exhibitions in places that usually won't be able to host exhibitions, such as schools, hospitals, or cultural centers that doesn't have the requirement to host collections. So this cabinet of curiosity deals with out of the ordinary artifacts of our collections. You may maybe see that we do have stones as well as different kind of artifacts, items from medieval collection, archaeological collection, as well to 19th sculpture as well. So what are those cabinets used for? Actually reaching out to audiences and bringing culture closer to people that are not really used to go to the museum because they are far away or they are just they don't have the opportunity. So the main target during our closing time is pupils and publics that are far away. So then one of the cabinet will go to a psychiatric hospital, for instance. Of course, this is a tool for us to create what we hope innovative cultural project with partner, because the collection we pick up, we selected, are very diverse and enables to really be creative in different fields. And of course, since the museum is closed, as Britta said, it's really important for us to keep the link with the publics, and mostly publics we can't offer something else. So how do we work with that? We find a host place. We try to reach out to several hosts, but there are some technical requirements to be able to host a small cabinet device, just in case of space and time. Then we implement a training program for the local team. So if it's in the school, for instance, we have the luck in the museum to work with teachers very closely. So our own teachers just train other teachers, other colleagues to learn how they can use the small cabinet of curiosity. And then activities, visits are implemented within the host structure by the structure itself. Sometimes we do one visit, like a kick-off visit, but that's all. And we are trying to encourage restitution events to really stress on the work of the different participants. So here you have an example of a former Cabinet of Curiosity about contemporary art. So the first picture is about when we installed it, and the last picture is the work from a young pupil that worked about literature, and they had the assignment to imagine that if a book were a small cabinet of curiosity, what would it look like? And so you have an example on the small picture. So what are the main challenges for this project? First of all, the time-consuming process. We heard about disruption earlier, and yes, it's well kind of a disruptive project for us because we have to get all team on board: curators, technical team, security team, mediation team. Everybody has to go on board to find partners, but also to install the device and the items in the device. So it really is a common group project, and this was a good project for the team also to discuss, like this mini exhibition device. The training of the partner also takes time because we have to know about items we are putting on display, and then we have to find time, get the teachers together, which is sometimes difficult because when they want to go in training, it means that they are not in front of pupils, so they have to have time to be trained. So this is also very time-consuming. And but really the aspect I wanted to stress on was the let-go part, if I may say so, because in the museum, and especially in French Fine Art Museum, we are used to control what we say about collections. We're used to guide people when they come to the museum. And here we are just enablers. I mean, we put the device inside the school, then the teachers, their educational team there, they do what they want with it. It's not up to us anymore, it's up to them. And sometimes it can lead to eerie situations that our own teachers say, okay, they are doing it that way, maybe I wouldn't have done it that way, but that's the goal of it. Sometimes it's really learn to let go. As far as security and conservation issue as well is also the art of compromise. And so I would just finish by saying that you heard a lot about digital world during the day, and so this is a very analog project, but as you can see, the challenges I'm just quoting, they're just the same that we're facing, for instance, with social media. We're just giving something up in social media, like piece of knowledge or whatever, and then the people, they just appropriate it by themselves, and what they do with it is not up to you, it's up to them. And this is, I think, the great learning of this project is really how to learn to let go and not to be in control anymore of what you're saying. Thank you very much, and if you have any question, feel free to ask later.